All right, Unit 6. Halfway across MMPH 6. Sixth unit, changing patterns of roles in work life. Last unit, we spoke all about the concept and system of roles. So, this unit will be talking about the changing patterns of roles in our day to day work life. What is role in an organization? Quick recap. It refers to the set of duties, responsibilities, and behaviors that our job demands. It is how you contribute to your team and company goals. Whether you are in an HR intern handling leave applications or the project manager who is juggling deadlines and complaints, each role has certain expectations. What are they? It could range anywhere from dressing professionally to meeting targets. These roles or these clearly defined roles help keep the organization structured, functional, and like a well oiled machine. Now, the fun and sometimes frustrating part of this role is the role behavior. There are three types of role behaviors. What are they? Expected behavior, relevant behavior, and peripheral behavior. Okay, what is expected behavior? What your manager, team, or company expects from you. So it is like your job description that you read before you join or before you attend their interview. Then comes the relevant behavior. That is that extra effort that you put in voluntarily, like say staying late to finish a report or helping a colleague fix their Excel reports, things like that. And lastly, we have the peripheral behavior. This is not part of your job, but it adds to the office vibe, like organizing birthday parties or sharing memes on the team group. While expected behavior is the most important for getting the job done, relevant and peripheral behaviors also shape the team culture and workplace happiness, and sometimes even your promotion or your next on site. So, why are these roles so crucial? What is the importance of these roles? Imagine a cricket team with everyone trying to be the captain. Is it going to work out? No. Same way, clearly defined roles will help maintain hierarchy, communication, and performance. They guide how we interact, who makes decisions, and how we evaluate success. Like an orchestra, each person playing their part, but they should be playing it in sync. No, everybody cannot simply, play the violins, or everybody cannot be the conductor. Same way. Now, let us move on to the heart of this unit, that is, how these roles are changing in today's world. Thanks to Industry 4.0, yeah, the same thing that is giving us all this AI, automation, smart coffee machines, all sorts of things. Thanks to this Industry 4.0, roles in organizations are becoming more flexible as well as tech focused. You might start as a data analyst, but soon you might be working with a chatbot, or you might be handling a remote team in three time zones. Roles are now dynamic. They shift as fast as new software updates. Specialization also have increased, like companies now want experts and not generalists. You are no longer just the HR. You could be a analytics specialist or an employee experience designer or even a workplace happiness architect. Yeah, these things are real. Don't laugh. They are actual job titles these days. So this means you have to keep learning, you have to keep upgrading as well as reskilling, just like updating your phone apps. But this time, update yourself for your career. Another big shift is collaboration. Gone are the days of working in silos, right? It is not like you go, you do your work and come back. Nowadays, nothing is like that. Today, what is the norm? Cross functional teams are the norm. You might find yourself working with IT, marketing, or even finance on the same project. So, your ability to work in teams, understand other domains, and communicate effectively, this becomes more important than ever today, right? Now, let us talk about socialization. What is organizational socialization? No, I'm not talking about parties or birthday parties here. Although that would be very nice, we are talking about how new employees understand and adapt to the company's culture as well as expectations. So this whole organizational socialization is a three-stage process. First is the anticipatory stage. or anticipatory socialization. This is the phase before joining, when you imagine what the company is going to be like. And this is often based on the shiny brochures or Glassdoor reviews. Like, for example, when you are switching a job or things like that, what you will do, like for example, when I switched my job, first thing, or when even while I before going for interviews also, I go and check the company's website, what they are saying, even Glassdoor reviews, whether even I should attend the interviews. Because if the company culture or the whole outlook of the company is very bad, the employees are giving a bad review, means I will rather not waste my time with an interview, right? And once I attend the interview, I get the offer letter, I accept it. What happens now? I start connecting with more and more people, maybe through LinkedIn, or I'll go ask my friends whether, hey, I've got an offer from so and so firm. Do you know anybody who's working there? Can you give me their contact number? Maybe I'll just call them up and ask, hey, how was the work culture there? What is the way of working over there? How are people there? Is it too stressful? Do we have learning opportunities? Basically, like, what is the whole culture there? And slowly, slowly, with each of these responses, even while I might still be working for the current organization, I've just got my offer letter, maybe I'm on my notice period, I'll slowly, slowly, I'll start the process of how adjusting to the new organization. I'll anticipate when I go there, what can I expect, kind of a thing. That is the first stage of organizational socialization, anticipatory. And you can very well write about this whole notice period story that I just told now, right? It it is my personal what I personally have gone through, and I'm sure most working people might have gone through this. So you can very well write this as an example in your term and examination in your own words. So that is the first stage. Then the next stage is the encounter stage. That is where the reality meets you. The first day in the organization, you meet your boss, you learn the rules, maybe even discover that the pantry coffee is not as great as expected. That is encounter stage. You joined, like for example, the very first day I go there, how is the orientation happening? How are they keeping their time? Are they keeping their time? Are they sticking to the agenda, or uh, are we getting free meals, or things like that, or any goodies? How is the whole process? That is the encounter stage. Whatever we had anticipated before joining, now we are experiencing it, and we are slowly, what happens? The comparison happens. What we anticipated and what we are seeing, such comparisons and all will happen. And then finally, it is the metamorphosis stage. Okay, I've anyways joined the firm. You adapt, you become part of the team, and you will start contributing to the team confidently. This is the whole journey of organizational socialization. It helps you align your personal goals with the organizational goals and create a sense of belonging and purpose. Now, let us address the elephant in the Zoom call: remote work. With Industry 4.0, work is not simply changing, but rather it is also relocating to your living room, that too. While this brings flexibility and comfort, yeah, hello pajamas, it also blurs the boundaries. Employees are always online, and managers are learning to trust without seeing people at their desks, right? Like for example, when I rejoined the workforce after my maternity leave in 2020, till then it was like going to the office and working. Sometimes even uh, my boss will be there standing behind me looking at what I am doing, kind of a thing, right? Even then work was hectic. It was like 12, 13 hours a day, no joking. But after remote work, it was like, okay, you don't want, you are in your office, no, what is the problem there? You have your laptop with you, no, where you're going, you open it, you do this, even at middle of night. So earlier it was like, there was no concept of laptop or anything. It was the desktop. You go in, the work starts, you go come out of the office, the work ended. Now it was not like that. I was feeding my kid while I was also working, while I was also attending a team call. Maybe sometimes I'm washing my clothes while attending the team call. I might be cooking or whatever. I might, so all sorts of that entire boundary, that work boundary was shattered. We were like, we should always be online. Now no manager was like, okay, I'm outside, or I'm a little bit busy, or I want to go early, kind of. Nothing was there anymore. Right. At the same time, for managers, like for example, I was managing a team of around 10 people back then. For me, uh, till then it was like, okay, I have my junior members. So if they were having any difficulty, or if they were taking very, very long coffee breaks, I could see, and even they could see that I'm seeing them. But now, you set your status as always available and you go, nobody is going to know. You ask, you see that that person is online, you ask for something, that message goes unread for hours on end. At the same, so how do we trust? How do we make sure that these guys are actually working when you cannot see them? Earlier, it used to be so nice. We could, like, go to their desk and sit with them and help them navigate their wherever they are having roadblocks. We could do that, but now we can't. How do we do it? Maybe, get into work calls or something like that. So that, what you can say, how to trust without seeing the people at their desks, that was a very big challenge there. Slowly, slowly, we all had to adapt to it. Similarly, communication, collaboration, motivation, all these things needed newer strategies. Like we used to have a team dinner. You know how we did team dinner at that time? It is so funny. It was like, you guys order whatever food you want and you send in the bill. But the whatever you're ordering, it should be only for one person. You send in the bill, we'll get it reimbursed. And what we did, we got into a Zoom call with everybody's food in front of us, and we were eating over the Zoom call and talking. That was a dinner at that time. New strategies, right? So for HR folks like you, this is where your skills really is going to come in play, because HR resource management also have to evolve. With smart machines, automations, and things like that, HR is no longer just about hiring or firing. It is rather all about upskilling the existing employees, managing change, and creating a digital friendly culture. So, Management 4.0, it focuses on emotional intelligence, adaptability, and employee well being, not simply cost cutting or processes. Now, globalization also has added another layer. Today, managers are not just working with people from, say, Mumbai or Chennai, but they are also working from people with Canada, Berlin, Beijing, all these places. So that means dealing with different cultures or time zones or expectations. While it is challenging, it is also an opportunity to grow, learn, as well as innovate. Even small businesses now dream big, thanks to the global reach of the internet. But what about us? What about us? The staff, the employees? How does all of this affect our personal life, with roles that are becoming more fluid and the line between our offices and homes practically disappearing? You can attending a meeting while babysitting, right? Which I did. Is it really healthy? It was like every day early morning I wake up, like I had a cross country team. Most of some Half of my team was in America at that time, and half of us were in India, and in India also in different places. So to connect with the folks in America before they log off and before our day starts, our day meetings used to start very early in the morning. So the first thing I do after waking up at, say, 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, is to attend a Zoom call. And while I do that, I'm brushing my teeth and all sorts of things. So it is a constant background noise over there. Like that voice call is there. By the time that call ends, our daily stand-up call begins. So again another call. All the while I'm also managing my family. So is it really healthy? Is it is is there a work-life balance now? It was a real concern. Flexible hours, flexible working from any place, all these things are great. But the now there is an expectation to be always on, and that leads to burnout. So, what we should do as HR managers, we should make sure that our organizations take steps to ensure that employees can disconnect, recharge, as well as stay mentally healthy. Remote hybrid models bring their own set of pros and cons. Like from an employer side, there is access to global talent as well as cost saving. But at the same time, from the employee side, while there is flexibility and time saved on commutes, there is also challenges like isolation, lack of visibility, and blurred boundaries. So these all things need very thoughtful policies. And who will get these policies in place or put the policies suggestions on the table? HR. So the future is going to favor companies that can strike the right balance. It should be flexible yet structured, tech driven, yet human focused. And with the rise of AI, this is becoming ever more important. Right. So before we wrap up, here is a quick look at all the challenges that both the employees and managers face in the evolving environment. What are they? Managing diverse teams, remote work, adapting to constant tech changes, keeping the employees engaged. All of these things are challenges. It is a lot. But with the right mindset, continuous learning, as well as empathetic leadership, these challenges can be turned into opportunities. So that is it for unit number 6, Rapid Roundup. If you need any particular concept in unit 6 explained in depth, let me know in the comments. And while you're commenting, please restrict yourself to the Unit 6 topics. Don't go and comment Unit 7 or any other courses topic in this, because then it is going to be very difficult for me to consolidate and give you an output as fast as possible. That is the only reason why. Okay, so thank you so much for choosing Anu's Classroom as your learning partner. I hope to see you all in the next video where we'll be looking at the rapid roundup of Unit 7. We will be discussing all the important concepts over there. I'll catch you there. Until then, happy learning.